Daliland, out in theaters, new film from director Matty Harron, the filmmaker behind American Psycho, among other things. This film is, of course, about Salvador Dali and stars Ben Kingsley, Barbara Sukova, and Christopher Briney. It received basically no marketing whatsoever, just dead quiet about the film, seems to be completely buried by the studio, released quietly to be forgotten about. And I think I know the reason why. It's because the film features Ezra Miller, who spent the last couple of years destroying his career by terrorizing people in various parts of the world. Just to go through the list, he choked a woman in Iceland, got arrested in Hawaii for obstructing a highway, arrested in Hawaii again for getting a fight in a karaoke bar, broke into someone's house in Vermont, threw a chair at a woman in Hawaii again, finally was issued a restraining order after being accused by parents of an 18-year-old girlfriend of his. He was accused of grooming her all the way back since she was 12. So all in all, a lot of nasty stuff there. So we probably won't be seeing much of Ezra anymore after this and The Flash are released. Anyway, it is kind of sad that all of this casts a dark shadow on Daliland, because not only is it actually a decent film, Ezra isn't even in it all that much, just 2 scenes in total. Now, what I like most about the film is that it doesn't go the route of the usual traditional biopics and explain all the events of the celebrity's life in sequential order. Instead, it focuses on Dali at a particular moment in time, in the 1970s, when he's already an aging, established artist. And it frames the story as the story of his relationship with his wife Gala, as seen through the eyes of a young gallery assistant, James, who comes to work directly for Dali, and is initially enamored by this crazy lifestyle that the artist surrounds himself with, but then becomes slowly disillusioned by its realities. So, through this young man, we see all these crazy parties, orgies, the various colorful people that come there, the absurd interviews that Dali would give, the way his creative process looked like when painting, and most importantly, his turbulent relationship with Gala, who controlled the finances, sponsored her lovers on the side, and routinely whipped Dali into working order so that he wouldn't be distracted by having fun. Listen, it's an interesting story to tell. Ben Kingsley is excellent as Dali. I think he really captures this vibe of a deliberately weird person, someone who allowed his artistic persona to grow unchecked. Barbara Sukova is even better as Gala. She just commands attention and dominates every scene she's in. I love the costume design and the set decoration, really recreating the vibe of the 1970s party culture in New York. I like the humor of the film. The one thing I didn't quite enjoy, and this really, I think, prevents the movie from being great, is the lead character, James. Specifically, Christopher Briney, who plays him. I think he just lacks that special something, that screen presence that makes some actors or actresses inherently watchable. I'm afraid he, I don't know, maybe it's just in this film, but he doesn't seem to have that X factor, and as a result, when up against people like Kingsley and Sukova, who also both play much more exuberant and lively characters, he just sort of gets lost. And whenever the movie focused on him, I couldn't help but wait when it's going to shift back to Dali or Gala. He's the least interesting character in the movie, which fair to say has to do with the writing partly, but I think in large part also with just the performance. And again, I don't think that Briney is doing anything particularly wrong. He's just not special. You would know it if you saw it. Something is lacking. So as a result, I'd say the movie is okay, but not terrific. I don't think it will go down as a classic film and will probably be remembered as a more niche movie for fans of art, or specifically Salvador Dali himself.